Since
Alright, so I'm starting recording here. Alright, Rago attempt 2. Inventory is pretty standard. We just want a burr, basically. Carl wants to be carried like a daddy. So base's job is to make sure the team is ready. When the team is ready, I challenge and tell them to accept. Use preparation. As soon as this ends, I'm going to count to 3 and use power burst. So that's 1, 2, 3, drink. Whole team drinks. Down we go. I like to use an Excalibur here. I use this mark on the floor as my idea of how far east or west I should be. And I just stand north of it. We evoke Rago. I've got the red bomb, so I'm going to heat up here. It's going to blow up anyway. Not a big deal. It's put all my defensives on cooldown, so I'm just going to use Death Swiftness. He doesn't do a whole lot of damage here anyways. So we're just DPSing him down. And I've switched back to my shield here because Raat's about to vote, or Carl's about to vote. So this is the spot on the floor for base to stand, just north of this mark on the floor. So we vote here. This allows Carl to jump onto his back. Didn't get a res while we were waiting, so I throw a reflect up just in case he hits me. She did. And we're just going to DPS him down. So back to two-hand. Or dual. Clear big dumb rock. So between each phase, it is the base's job to heal the bomb tank. So what we do is we spellbook Spot to Lunars. We find the bomb tank, and as soon as the floor cracks start showing up, we heal the bomb tank. This space on the floor is commonly known as the L rock. You stand 2 south of it. This is your positioning for P2. Always start here. Rago should be on me, so I'm going to clear the first bleed and invoke. We escape the second bleed, and we stand out waiting for this bomb. So we res the bomb, bladed dive, barge back in. Invoke for 5th. It's 3 attacks then off, so it's 1, 2, we stop attacking. Now it's my job to Cade Sept the base, or the bomb tank, sorry, when the red comes out here. So I've made sure that I built to 100% adrenaline. I'm going to Cade, Sept the bird, spellbook swap, heal other. He's also healed me. Freedom the first bleed. Escape second. Bomb tank counts 3 and 4.
3, 4.
Res the bomb. Barge back in. Evoke after 5th bleed.
I got him this time. I got it.
So what's commonly done here is either the TL5 or one of the DPSers will either sept the bomb tank during this section. Rago's not quite close enough, so moving close on it. But what Chicken's going to do is actually run underneath and force the red bomb onto a DPS and Cade Sept them. We're back on. And just like before, we freed him the first bleed. We escape the second. We res the bomb.
4.
We barge back in. We evoke on 5th. It's 3 attacks and off here. It is my responsibility to Cade Chicken here. So I'm going to build to 100% and get off. So now I'm off, waiting here. We're going to hope Rago's in the right position. He looks like he is. We Cade. We Sept. We heal. Waiting for bleeds to happen again. Freedom the first. Escape the second. Res the third.
3, 4.
Bladed dive on barge. Barge didn't queue. Evoke after 5th. 3 attacks and off. This is HP, so we get off now. click Rago. In phase 3, base essentially becomes a DPS. Especially for Scop week, all we're going to do is stand southwest on top of our TL5 and DPS and go to town. Somebody else has already dropped the training dummy here, so we can use that to build to 100% if we're not there already. And again, just like before, every phase transition, it is my job to heal chicken. He's full. He isn't anymore, so I'm going to make sure I heal him. He generally heals me, but that's okay. We can just eat up instead. So we Death Swift, we A-pot, we throw chins on, and we absolutely go to town. If you're having any issues with getting it just wrecked here, we can Devo. Our goal is to clear both Scops at similar HPs. We've got one that's a lot higher than the other. Now that it's dead, we take the chins off. Taken care of. Now, again, just like before, it's our job to heal other. As soon as the cracks form, we click. P4, what's going to happen here is waterfalls. We get in the waterfall. It's very important to let the bomb tank Voke coming out of the waterfall, that way they do not get a clone. They're dealing with a lot more than you are, so you can deal with a clone if they much easier than they can. But it's a nice time that if you aren't at 100% Adren, you can stand just outside of melee distance and DPS to full. Clone has now spawned on Carl, so that's my cue that I can walk in. But there are 7 auto attacks that happen here, which I've clearly forgotten to count. But after 7, a red bomb comes out, so what I'm going to do here is Cade, Accept the chicken, heal the chicken. That way he does not take the red bomb damage. Just of note, bleeds are going to start next here, but it's the same as P2, Freedom, Escape, Res, Barge. The reason that we Voke, or the reason that we Cade Sept is because the red bomb clears all defensives. So in this case, in a Sept situation, this is 1, 2, off for reflex. In a Sept situation, the red bomb doesn't clear my Cade, so chicken gets a full barricade Sept out of this. We can then heal each other as well, so it's just a little more efficient than chicken burning an entire barricade on nothing when I can do it for him. We're going to do the exact same thing here. Run out of the waterfall. Stay slightly at a melee distance, but give chicken enough space to move. DPS to full if we're not already full HP, and wait for the clone to spawn. Clone's on me, so we'll use a Thresher too. Clear it. Get MD, Voke. Hope for a cheeky res, we got it. And again, we're just waiting on autos. There are 7 of them before we are going to barricade, intercept, spellbook swap, heal other. This is now HP, so we're going to start to be aware of that and get off. We freedom first. We escape second. Res third. Barge back. Voke fifth. And again, like it was said, we're just staying off for HP here, so it's not as traumatizing to have to try and clear him afterwards. And again, you'll be able to get a heal other here, so don't worry about your HP too much. I like to spam click Rago and Q an ability here, so as soon as the waterfall disappears, I actually start running out so I don't take the red. And we're clearing. Just like before, it's my job to heal chicken, so we're going to spellbook swap, queue a heal other. Heal when the cracks show up. Blended feet on, vigor on, death swiftness. We become a DPS from here on out, so we turn our grimoire on, we turn on absolutely everything, and we are just going to go to town on Rago. As soon as your timer says 5 seconds, your job is to run to the north wall, let it blow up, and then you run south. So we run north. We are off for reflex here. He's actually in position though. For a mall. Oh, no he's not. And we wait for 1, 2, 3, and we back up. You get a bleed on you, freedom it. You get the second bleed, escape. It's a Rago kill. And we hope for pets.